Hi everyone, I thought I would just do an update of how much I put in my en masse collective junk book, journal, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I probably said in my other video, but in case you haven't seen that, I got this idea from Shannon Green, and she gave like sections of rough categories. I have changed a few to sort of suit my the stuff I sort of have or get, and I probably will do some other sections that weren't in this. So I've come up with a couple of ideas, like I want to do a Christmas page, so any sort of Christmassy images, as I really like Christmas stuff. And as I like animals, my animal page hasn't there's still a little bit of room in it, but I thought I might do like a dog page, just a cat page, and then a wild animal page or something like that. So I will have to flick all the way through this, because silly me didn't put markers of pages that were sort of finished, so I'll be as quick as I can. So I've added a few more. I'm trying to get both pages in, so I'm not moving it too much. Let me just move it for a second to see if sorry, I'm doing this on the floor because there's not quite enough room to get the camera and me to do this, and I need to sit down to do it because my legs are really bad today. So I've added ribbon, the little butterfly, which I might have mentioned, I can't remember. There's not much going on with my eyes, and with my letters I'm doing letters and words beginning with it, because as you can see, it's not really coming on. So that's L's, B, so I think I've added a few like butterflies, little bunny, the bow. M's still not got much on it. I've finally got some bits for the pencils. So with my pencils, I thought I've got those like adult colouring books, and a lot of them have these abstract, well not abstract, but shapes and patterns in them, so I thought I'd cut them out and put them in here for my pencil page. I'm sure I didn't show triangles last time. I couldn't I sort of did something a bit different. Rather than trying to find shapes of triangles, I drew some triangles and then on top of scrapbooking paper, and used those kiddies paints, which I've talked about before. With the envelopes, I've got quite a few CDs, mainly Joanna Sheen ones, and on them they have little mini cards and envelopes, so I thought I'd, every time I do something from that, print some off and stick in there, so I've put those in there. If I lift it up you might be able to see it better. Pain trying to get the camera angle and get myself comfortable. Finally made a bit of a start on faces. My ends, still not much on there. Washi, I have actually only got like about 6 rolls of washi, so I didn't want it just to be those colours, so that might take time to do, because I hope to get some more washi somewhere. This is a couple of free pages. So I had all this what's it? Sorry, my mind's gone blank. Gold sweet paper from my Rolos. So I sort of used them as a background, and then I made this a while back on the yellow pages. I just drew some circles and then used pro markers on it. Put spray and shine on it so it gives a really nice silky finish on it. Had some little bits left over, so I just stuck them on there. This page I'm not overly happy with, but what's done's done. I'm not going to paint over it. This is from the top of a tissue box, which I put gesso on, and as I said in other videos, the gesso I've got's not that great, but I'll use it until it runs out and then go back to what I normally use. And then I use some more of that children's paint over it, and because it's so thin it's like a wash, so it's quite nice. Lace, which I coloured in with a pro marker, a little image, some flowers I cut out from some thick card, coloured black, and then put embossing powder over some and some brads. That's from one of those doodling pages I told you about, and I just added up there. Put some, because this gold didn't look right with that, so I used the gesso to tone it down a bit, and it's given it, I'm sure I'm not the only crafter that likes the sound of certain papers and stuff. T's are slowly growing, so I've used images of things beginning with T as well. Y isn't a lot, as you can tell. The only words I can find is your or you. Only 2 Z's. Still haven't got anything for beads. A little bit on the W's. X is only like 3 things. Oh, for my crayon page, I've melted it onto like tissue paper, so it's given a like texture to it, so I just stuck that in there. That was some that I put on some card, and then while it was still warm I sort of rubbed it together to give like a pastel-y effect, so I'm still adding to that. Nothing on leaves yet, nothing on rectangles. So this is my quote page, and this was one of the page set of a book a friend gave me, so I stuck that on there, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the other side yet, because a lot of my pages are too spread out over 2 pages. Not much more on the C's. Zips, still nothing, but I think I might change that section to something else, because I can't really think of, I don't really have any zips, so I might change that to pictures of zips or something. I'm sure I'll think of something. So it might, rather than actual zips, it might be pictures of zips or something. Anyway, I'm sure I'll think of something. Sweetie candy wrappers, that's growing a little bit more. Finally got some sticky labels off packages. Not with great excitement. Markers, I'm pretty much doing like with the pencil page. If I've got some images that I've coloured in with markers from those books, I'm putting them in there. I just realised that wolf looks a bit scary like that, because I didn't colour his eyes in. But I'm just going to leave it. I'm sorry, it just makes me chuckle. Yeah, so that's that. Not much on U's. Some of my pages I didn't put backgrounds on because I sort of did it before thinking, so if there's any white gaps I'll use like some paint or something, can paint round it. I have used black paint on a couple of my things, as I feel black goes with everything, so it sort of makes everything else pop. My yellow page is a bit lonely, like not China Sheens, Shannon Greens. Oh crumbs, my brain really does need a meltdown. So yeah, I've just got some yellow yarn that I had left over from some stuff I've been sewing up, and some yellow flowers. So yeah, yellow's looking a bit pathetic. I think I've added those since I last did a flip, so just the word and a picture of an angel. Tags I think's pretty much the same. Metal, I don't think there's much on the metal front. Paper weaving's getting a little bit more, so I've still got a few little gaps, so that's growing slowly. A's, I've added the word dreams. I think that's about it. Buttons, still not much on that. Flowers, that's getting quite full and pretty. Well, I think it is. But I just love the sound of all these different papers. And this, I must be weird. So I'm trying to lean again. Oh, this was what I was on about. So like this was my Window Envy page. And so I used black paint round the rest of it, just acrylic black paint that somebody gave me. I don't even know what make it was because I haven't got it now. So just to make the windows pop, I just went around black, and I just love the effects. Under some of the windows I painted under to give like a glass window effect. Others I put wall under, and I'm sorry for that sound, but I just like it. So I like the sound of the texture of different papers. Red, I've added, I'm not sure, the telephone box, couple of flowers, red wine. oops, so I'm just going to have to bring that bit closer to me so I can grab that bit. My list page is growing, so I've just doodled around them with pencils. Nothing there. Oops. Not much on the P front at the moment. R's not much either. So let's see. Photos I know I haven't added any more on, but I decided for my photo section I'd take print off pictures that I put on Facebook of things I've completed, like finished making, so that's my photos. No more on the die cuts, nothing on song. So, oops. Like I said, I've still got loads of pages empty that haven't got a section on, so I'm sure, as this is going to be like this year's project, but at this rate it might go into next year. O's, J, not much on. Receipts, oops, that's a free page, but I haven't done anything for that. F's, like I said, my animals are slowly growing, but I think like I said, I might do like, sorry I'm fidgeting, do like just a dog page, just a cat page or something like that. So like I said, I've still got room there. This is texture rubbing, so I've got some like kiddies crayons, so I've been rubbing them over different things, and these are rubbed over lace. I've written that on there. Another free page which I haven't done anything on because I put all the tabs in. I've only got a couple of cues. My fabric, which I mentioned in the other video, was I put this fabric down as a background just so it had something behind it, and then I've been slowly cutting out flowers with my scraps, and the dye is the tattered flower dye from Tim's Holtz, because at least that cuts through anything like the leather, so I've just added that in there. I haven't got anything on business cards. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep my arm going across. Squares I haven't done anything on. Oh, I decided to have a section on teacups, as I think they're quite pretty, so like pictures of teacups and stuff. If I move it forward, so there's just a little one there, a little one up there. Lace I haven't got anything on because I want to paint a background for the lace to show on. A little bit more on the glitter, there's some up there, more little bits there, like that. Sorry, I've got some empty pages. My stamps are slowly filling up. Luckily a lady gave me a bag, not a bag, envelope with some in, so I've just taken them out. The UK, we're a bit boring on stamps, we don't have anything much fun other than it sort of Christmas time or something like that, so I've just sort of taken a couple of each one. Oops, sorry, I keep knocking you. You must be. Let me just move you a bit and then move myself because I'm getting a bit achy. Oh, sorry about that, the phone's going. So they'll just have to phone back because I can't be bothered to move. So this is like my green page because I'm doing this in my bedroom, so the phone's quite close. I'm sorry about that. Pink page. At least I'm near the end of the book. They always phone when you're doing a video. Feathers I haven't got anything on. H is not much else added to that. Finger paint, like I said before in the other video, if I've done anything painting, being using my fingers, what's left I've just put on there. Well, my trims and yarn page is really coming on because I do a lot of crochet, and at the moment I'm making squares, so I've been sewing, so what's left over I've just been putting in there. I just realised this video is getting quite long, so I'm sorry. Orange, E, hardly much on. I don't think there's much on the K's. Another free page. Stars, pretty much not much on that. Paper dolls I haven't got anything for, but I know I've got some images on my computer I want to print out. G's, and last but not least is, if I can get there, is stuck together, even though I've used some corn flour to put over it, and then just my circles which I've doodled and punched out. So thank you very much for looking. Sorry about the phone going and this being a longish video. I'll be back someone